Yay. So thanks for being here, ladies. I'm super excited to dive in with you. And today is a big topic or subject. We're going to be working through emotional well-being, mindset, and also embodying our goals. And I just want to start, especially if some of you ladies have not gotten to meet each other. Um, I want to introduce you, but also if we could just start with wins or celebrations or what you're proud of yourself for this week. I'd love to start there. If anyone who wants to open it up.
I can share. Um, I taught a regenerative health on a permaculture farm this weekend, which I'd never done at their place before. And that's actually the first place I ever learned about permaculture and getting inspired to grow my own food in that way. And so yeah, it felt really good to be there with everybody in community and in person. It inspired me to want to do more in person um, things. But then yeah, that's my win. But then I can share more. But yeah, so it inspired me to continue to share because so many people just don't know that there's another way. And I ended up sitting by the fire, and someone came up to me and started talking like, "Oh, I really wanted to go to that workshop," because they had different workshops going on, and he was just sharing about like asking me questions about regenerative health, and then ended up telling me he was a doctor, medical doctor, and he had just never heard somebody so passionate and so like sure of this way. And he's really curious and wanting to learn more. And then he said his roommate also is on that path. They're wanting to change. Like there's even doctors that are wanting to step out of it because they're not in alignment and they kind of feel stuck. But he was saying one of his roommates has Dr. Robert Morse's book. So anyhow, it's just cool to see more people connecting the dots, and even people in the Western world want, that route, wanting to transition. And so this is a really awesome path to connect and collaborate.
Ooh, that gave me chills. Yeah, that made me think of my dear friend that I grew up with who's a doctor, and she's just so unimpressed with the trajectory of where she's headed. So, yeah, I completely agree. It's a great solution. Thanks, Carrie. Those in person events are so inspiring.
I can share next. Hi, everyone. Um, I've been doing, with the help of Rita, a lot of this work around, I guess, coming up against my resistance and really embracing like that I actually do know what I'm, passionate about, and really giving it a feeling. And the other day I did a whole meditation of like what it would just feel like to be a regenerative health practitioner and a successful Purium brand consultant or partner, and like just was like I just shed a lot of stuff and I was able to really just step into that. And then twice this week people have come up to me and been like, I want to work with you. One, and it's like, oh, here, it's happening, here we go. And it felt really good just to even have those interactions. So I've already got two new clients lined up. I just gotta like, yeah, so it's happening. And I know there's more, and my list is already rapidly growing, just in conversation. But I couldn't do it until I stepped into that feeling. I just couldn't. It was just this feeling of doubt and fear. And once I let that go and stepped into like the confidence and the knowing and the excitement of it, it was able to flow. So that was really cool. That's felt like a big win.
That's a huge win. I'm just so proud of you, Lindsay, and that deep inner work. We're going to be talking about that today. It's not easy. Sometimes we want to run the opposite direction. It's hard. And it just shows like it starts with that mindset, and then the actions follow, the results follow, the outcome follows. So beautiful. Thank you, Lindsay. Really proud of you.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with me through that little rough patch.
Yes, that's what we're here for. I heard there was this Navy SEAL talking yesterday that was like giving me chills, and he was just sharing some really beautiful things. And his definition of a leader was somebody that's willing to get their hands dirty. And this work is really like uplifting each other, holding each other's hands, being with each other through that dark night of soul and coming to the other side of it, like really. So, and welcome Julie and Loretta and Deandra. We're sharing wins from this week or things that we're proud of ourselves for.
Can I share?
Yes, please.
I'm in the process of signing up a brand partner, and it's my first time doing it, so it's really messy, and I need your help. Rita, I so need your help. And it's been a process, boy. But she's like she was just doing the work. That's why I was a little late. So it's starting. It's starting. I'm getting the ball rolling again. And
Yay.
then I leave. So but yeah, I'm really looking forward to hearing everybody's wins. This is awesome.
Yay. Well, that's great. You know, going on vacation, you can lean into our team support. We'll help her, we'll support her. That's what I love about this business. Yay.
Yeah, we'll get you all connected. So we've got work to do after this call. So
Great. Welcome, Shannon. We're sharing wins. Anybody else want to hop on?
I will. First, I want to say, Lindsay, I love what you said, and you totally have it all, just as much as anybody else. So I'm really proud of you. And for me, I think it's like my wins are a little less on business this week and more on how yesterday was just a really refreshing day. I was telling Rita it rained here and it's been so long. And just, I keep saying I want to move to the tropics, and I do. But yesterday I was there, and the leaves and some of the plants were like bigger than my head. And that's like one of my new like goals on where I want to move next. And so it was just like really beautiful to be up there and like kind of visualize like, this is what I want, more moisture, like everything comes to life, like life is here. And then like feeling that within myself too, like my health journey, it's really actually really supportive. Both my boyfriend and I are doing all fruit, and I think I would have absolutely cheated and taken myself out of detox if he was not. Like there literally is just fruit in the house, and I have no more nerve pain in my sacrum, so that is actually kind of huge. I'm still wondering where it is because sometimes it comes back up, but it's been long enough now where I'm like, where did it go? So that's actually pretty huge for me, and I can tell my nervous system is definitely relaxing, and I see it in my eyes. Like I have my nerve rings just don't even seem as deep. Like we take our eye pictures almost weekly, and it's pretty actually amazing. His are more noticeable because he's got the green, but regardless, like my health, I just feel like on a totally different level. And that makes me ready to take on more in business. I think before, like it was this huge block where I was like, I'm overwhelmed to do this. I'm overwhelmed to do that. Like I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know what tomorrow's going to be like or the next day, because I would just sink in my own health journey. And now it's like everything just feels more constant. It's like, or consistent, I should say. So that being said, like I have big goals in the future. And now I finally feel ready to be like, let's go. Like it's time. And I think that just my health needed to come in alignment with everything else. So
I love that. That's huge. I just want to give you a huge congratulations. That's big, big, big work. And healing the nervous system is no small task. It took me a couple of years of really deep work, and I think it's something that's never completed. We're always in process. But just that dedication, that discipline, that commitment to yourself and listening to your body is huge. And it's true, like when we can support our foundations, it starts with our own health. Then we can be of service to others. And I always look at the wheel of life. If we can bring more balance to our health, to our relationships, to our finances, to our self-care, it's actually going to build momentum, creating those foundations and that balance, which is going to translate into your business and your finances. So congratulations. That self-care is amazing. Yay, loving this. Hi, Elsa. We are sharing some wins or things that we're proud of ourselves for over this last week.
My turn.
Like to, you're welcome. Yes.
Gosh, this week was really challenging for me, but it was good. It was like healthy challenging. it made me slow down, which I did not want to do. But it was necessary for my own nervous system. And I feel like, I don't know, I had like a really powerful energy work session the other day, and they feel different now, like more grounded and less erratic on some level, as far as my emotions and my spirit goes. So that's good. Now I'm rebuilding my stepping stones, reassessing what I'm ready for this week. And I've still been able to take consistent action on a day-to-day basis. I've been sending I really like the little gift card. Shannon brought up the fact that she's been sending gift cards to people on their birthdays for their Facebook things. So I've been able to do that every day, and that's been like a really fun reach out for me. Even to some people that I haven't spoken to in like who knows how long, and they're like, oh my God, thank you. And it's just a nice little exchange. So even if it's not a deep seed planted, there's like a tiny seed planted. So that's been something I've been able to be consistent with. Yeah, that's about it for me. And keeping on as best as I can. So that's
Congratulations. I love those big emotional breakthroughs. I mean, we got to talk, and that's this journey. Is so much gets brought to the surface when we're up leveling our lives, when we're up leveling our health, our emotional well-being, our finances, like our leadership, just changing our trajectory in life in general. Anything that isn't serving us anymore, isn't of that vibrational pattern anymore, gets brought to the surface. And it's so uncomfortable. And we're going to be talking about that more today. But for you to take that self-care, take that time for yourself, and take those consistent action steps. That book, Go Pro, he just talks about the difference between, an amateur and a pro is like you still show up when you don't want to in the capacity that you can. So congratulations. I love that. And hi, Ishta. I just wanted, not sure if you're able to come on, but just wanted to introduce you. This is my new brand partner. She's amazing. Her background is in trauma healing, nervous system healing, nutrition, and we're doing a group together based around that. So welcome, Ishta. Thanks for being here. Hi, you're on mute. If you want to.
Hi, thanks. Thank you, Rita. Awesome. I'm multitasking. I might turn my camera off, but I'm definitely listening.
Perfect. Welcome. Yay. So we were just celebrating wins. My wins for the week is I just got into that embodiment of that larger vision of like, wow, I really want to help 5 people create green diamond income, 1 person create blue diamond, 1 person create red diamond income in the next 6 months. And I really invite all of you to zone out and have that same vision or that same level of vision, because all of you can do that. There's no reason anyone on here cannot do that and support each other. And that actually puts you on pace for crown and 2-star crown. So I just encourage you to open up your vision a little bit more. And exactly like Lindsay was saying, as soon as I did that, all of these things started happening and falling into place. And I went to my second BNI meeting, which is really amazing. I recommend checking out a business networking group in your area. And I got connected in with an incredible chiropractor who was really interested in what I'm up to. So we have a call scheduled. I'm connecting in with a doula and midwife, and there was a woman that was head of like the BNI networking, and she was a guest that day. And she asked me to come speak at the next networking event. And the coordinator was actually the cousin of P. Ilani, who's another Purium Crown. So she's like, oh, you can totally come in here and speak on coaching and leadership. So just awesome openings and pathways. And today I wanted to focus on starting with EFT, and we've gotten to do this together as a group with some of you, but I want, if anybody feels like volunteering and sharing, basically this process just clears trauma out of our body, clears those emotional patterns that are not serving us anymore, and helps us to build those new neural pathways. So if there's any emotions that are coming up, any fears, any doubts, any struggles that you're wanting to work through, this is a great thing that we can do collectively. And, collectively as we work on it, it's going to benefit and support all of us. So not sure if somebody has something that they're really wanting to move through. Or any limiting beliefs or
I have something. I have a personal issue I have to
Somebody,
deal with this man I'm dating, and I have to tell him today some really uncomfortable things that I've never had to tell somebody before. Um, that's preventing me from sleeping well. And
Mhm.
this is outside of doing all the other amazing things that are happening in my life. This is like I just got to clear this up with him, and it could make or break our relationship. It could further it. It could crack it open.
Mhm.
And it's very sensitive material for me, so I can't really share exactly what it is because I want to keep it very private and personal. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's underneath the surface of all my joy and happiness.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's just really, and I've just got to do it, and it's the most bold I've ever been in a relationship with somebody, even after being married for 20 years.
Amazing. That's powerful. Okay, yeah, that's something that we can definitely tap on and work on if you're comfortable. And also, if anyone has anything that's also coming up in relationship to business too, and moving forward, or financial health or any of that too. Proud of you, Julie.
It's just one of those things in life where,
Mhm.
your romantic life is important too,
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
really important. It's very, yeah. Well, if you're comfortable sharing in this setting, we can tap on it, and I'm sure it will have similar chords to things that all of us are working on. It's up to
Yeah,
you. Okay.
I'm comfortable. I'm just going to be careful on what I say.
Okay.
That's all.
So it starts, EFT again is just clearing the meridians. So you start with tapping on the outside. This is the karate chop point. And so we can all tap. I know, Shannon, you're driving. Sometimes when you're driving, you can like tap on your thigh or, yeah, on the steering wheel. So you're tapping on the karate chop on either side of the body. And Julie, go ahead and say whatever words are appropriate for you. But even though I am feeling XYZ,
Even though I'm feeling emotional and fragile,
I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Yeah, it's a good example. Let's do that 2 more times.
Even though I am feeling emotional and fragile, I love and accept myself.
And everyone, you can just put in whatever words or feelings or emotions are coming up for you. And one more time.
Even though I am feeling emotional and fragile, I love and accept myself.
Mhm. And take your hands to your heart. On a scale of 1 to 10, 0 being neutral, 10 being the emotion is very up and present, where are you at?
I would say I'm a 10.
10, yeah, yeah, so strong. Okay, so go ahead and start everyone tapping on the inner eyebrows. And can you just name whatever emotions or feelings are coming up for you?
I have fear.
Mm,
I have grief.
mm,
I have sadness,
Mm.
powerlessness,
Mhm. And outer eyebrows. What else is coming up for you, honey?
uncertainty,
Mm.
a lot of excitement, and the possibility of being honest with my heart.
Mm. An upper lip. And when's the last time you felt that honesty with your heart?
I felt that last night when I was connecting with my son.
Mm. Beautiful. And what other feelings are coming up for you or beliefs?
I have beliefs that I'm dirty,
Mm.
I'm unworthy, damaged.
And tap just underneath the collarbones. And when did you first feel those beliefs or emotions that you can
The
remember?
very young age.
Mm-hmm.
Shame.
Mm-hmm.
All shame is there. And it's been a lifelong journey of healing that shame.
Mm-hmm. And sides of your ribs. And how little do you feel? Or how young do you feel?
Like 5 years old,
Mm-hmm.
or even like a teenager. I was accused of having a schoolgirl crush on this love interest.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very youthful. I can't help it.
I love it. And tapping on the top of your head. What would you tell that little girl or that teenager?
That what I feel is real,
Mm-hmm.
and it's okay to have feelings.
Mm-hmm.
You can't change who I am. I
Mm-hmm.
just am.
That's a big one. Mm-hmm. It's okay to have feelings.
I know that my heart is good.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm honest and true to my heart.
Mm-hmm. And go ahead and place your hands on your heart again. Where are you at now from 0 to 10?
I feel pretty exposed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at an 8.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Go ahead and do the karate chop. Even though
Even though
I feel
I feel super exposed,
mm-hmm, I love and accept myself.
I love and accept myself.
Even though
Even though I feel super exposed, I love and accept myself.
even though
Even though I feel super exposed, I love and accept myself.
mm-hmm. And then the inner eyebrows.
Even though I feel super exposed, I love and accept myself.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I feel super exposed, I love and accept myself.
And what else is coming up for you? And tap the outer eyebrows.
Shame is the word in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I feel shameful, I love and accept myself.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I feel shame, I love and accept myself.
And upper,
Even though
oh, sorry. Shame.
even though I feel shame, I love and accept myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even though I feel shame, I love and accept myself.
And under your chin.
Even though I feel shame, I love and accept myself. Even though I feel shame, I love and accept myself.
Mm-hmm. And collarbones. Is there anything else that's coming up? Or words or thoughts or memories or emotions?
I have fear of being alone.
Mm.
Even though I have fear of being alone, I love and accept myself. Even though I have fear of being alone, I love and accept myself.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I have fear of being alone, I love and accept myself.
Mm-hmm. And sides of the arms. Can just tap on fear of being alone.
Even though I have fear of being alone, I love and accept myself. Even though I have fear of being alone, I love and accept myself. Even though I have fear of being alone, I love and accept myself.
And top of the head.
Even though I have fear of being alone, I love and accept myself. Even though I have fear of being alone, I love and accept myself. Even though I have fear of being alone, I love and accept myself.
And something that's coming through to me is it's okay to speak my truth if that feels appropriate for you. You can share.
Yes, it does. It is okay to speak my truth. And it is okay to speak my truth.
Mm-hmm.
It is okay to speak my truth.
Yeah. I'm safe to speak my truth.
I am safe to speak my truth.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hands on the heart. On 0 to 10, where are you feeling?
the number in my head is a 5.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's do another round. And again, just working on with each person anything that's coming up for you. And this is the I feel statement when we do the karate chop. So even though I feel,
Even though I feel nervous about speaking my truth, I love and accept myself.
mm-hmm,
Even though I feel nervous about speaking my truth, I love and accept myself. Even though I feel nervous about my truth, I love and accept myself.
mm-hmm. And then inner eyes. Oh, how are you feeling as far as speaking your truth today?
I feel nervous about speaking my truth.
And outside of the eyebrows, and what makes you feel nervous?
Um, I just feel intimidated.
I feel intimidated.
I feel intimidated.
And then under your eyes, how else do you feel?
I feel unsure of my future, but I'm willing to give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
I feel unsure of my future, but I'm willing to give it a go. I feel unsure of my future, but I'm willing to give it a go.
And upper lip, how else are you feeling?
feel content that I
Mhm.
can do that, that I can do this. I I feel content that I can do this. I feel content that I can do this.
Mhm. Mhm. Beautiful. And Chen, how else are you feeling?
I
How do you feel in your
feel
body?
I feel safe
Mhm.
knowing that I'm connecting to my heart. I
Mhm.
feel safe knowing that I'm connecting to my heart.
Mm. I'm connecting to my heart.
I'm connecting to my heart.
I feel safe.
I feel safe knowing I'm connected to my heart.
And collarbones, under the collarbones. How else are you feeling?
I feel moved by my boldness.
Mm.
I feel moved by my boldness,
Yes.
and I feel moved by my boldness.
Mhm. Under the arms. It's okay to be me.
It's okay to be me.
What else comes through for you?
It's okay to be complicated, beautiful me.
Mm.
It's okay to be super emotional me.
Mhm. Healing is sometimes messy.
Yes. Relationships are sometimes messy
Yeah.
and
Life
not
isn't.
straightforward.
Mm-mm.
Life is very messy.
And top of the head.
But it's also beautiful.
It's beautiful. Hmm.
Life is a beautiful mess.
Life is a beautiful mess. I love life.
I love life.
I am supported.
I am supported.
Mm-hmm. Woo! Hallelujah. And a hands on your heart. On a scale of 0 to 10, how are you feeling?
I am at 8 in
Mhm.
confidence and feeling better.
Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. I love that. Yay. So feeling good, feeling confident. So thank you so much for sharing and being vulnerable and going through that process with us. It's not necessarily easy to be seen and to speak, but you guys can see how beautiful this work is because we're all human. We all have things that we're working on. We all have traumas that are stored in our body and our nervous system. We all have things, and most of us, all of our, things that we're working on actually relates to a time when we were much younger, when we were little kids. So tapping is an amazing way to move through our challenges, our problems, life, just the emotions that are coming up. And it's going to, and like I said, with this work, to me, I consider it like a sweat lodge, which brings up everything to the surface. This work that we're doing. We run against our own limiting beliefs. We run against our own fears and doubts. So if you can have a tool, the simple tapping, even though I feel fearful, I love and accept myself. Or even though I'm struggling with this today, I love myself, or I'm open to loving myself, whatever is authentic. And we can start to move through these patterns that are held in our body, in our nervous system. And it can be very vulnerable. Sometimes I've deeply cried, during this work and found things that I had no idea were there. And I think this is the true work when we are up leveling our lives or our health. And so many of you, regenerative health specialists in here, you're very aware of the emotional detox that comes up as you start to alkalize your body. And the same, you know, and the reason for that is that we're taking our lives to a new level. So this is the tool that I've found to be the most helpful for me in navigating this evolution and navigating this process. So let me know if that was helpful for you all. And it can be applied to anything, and it helps you get to those deeper roots. So thank you again, Julie, for sharing. And I'm sure I can relate to you in everything that you shared. Those are all things that I'm also, you know, that we're all collectively healing and working on. So thanks for being the voice for us all to work on it together. Yay. So to me, that's kind of step one of creating the life and the reality that we want to, is first the detox, the emotional detox, the release, the letting go. And thank you, Ishta. Yay, love you. And next is this alignment piece where we've just helped our body to clear those traumas, the nervous system, the meridians. And now we get to reorient ourselves and practice emotions that are going to support us into wherever it is that we're heading. So that's where we dive into the RPM. And curious who would like to volunteer for an RPM this week. It can be on a larger goal that's further out. It can be on a goal for this week, but something, hi guys, in relationship to, you know, your life vision, your why, your business, and where you're headed, and what you want to create.
I'll do it.
All right, Haley. Okay, so let's everybody grab your notebook. Again, I learned this from Tony Robbins, my Tony Robbins coach. It's changed my life profoundly. So just creating 2 columns, or excuse me, 3 columns, 2 lines. And we always start with that center column, which is result / outcome. And the reason we start with the center is it actually has to do with the way that our brain works. We're going to move to the right brain and then the left brain. And then the right column is purpose / why. And the left column is MAP. But yeah, I just wanted to say one more time just how powerful that EFT is to be applied to any fear or doubt that's coming up, because there's a deeper root that usually has to do with our childhood that requires a lot of tenderness and love, and holding ourselves and seeing ourselves and holding that space. So yes, apply it to anything. Okay, so Haley, what is the result or outcome that you want to create? Your SMART goal.
An income of $120,000 in a year.
Awesome. Income of $120,000 per year. And when would you like to create that by?
Next year, this exact time.
Okay.
I will come before as well, though.
Okay.
But yeah.
By June 20th, 2023, or earlier. By what time?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. Woohoo! I love it. So just for reference, let me just pull up as far as the Purium income goes, and you can welcome this income in many ways. But let's just pull up the business resources, comp plan. So the income disclosure is in our boards. And 125,000 is black diamond on average. And I think you can do that even sooner. Super doable. So we can come up with a map and a plan to black diamond. Red diamond is 167,000. Crown is on average 183,000. So thinking bigger, black diamond on average, so that's 75,000 points, okay? So you can write that down, 75,000 points. Let me double check the structure for you. I believe it's having at least, supporting an executive and a diamond. But if you do 75,000 points, sorry. So 75,000 points divided by 15,000, which is diamonds. That is basically having a team of 5 diamonds that you've helped. So that's another way to visualize black diamond, is helping 5 people get to diamond and above. And that's a really solid team. Cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and stand. Is that clear for you, Haley? Is there any questions or clarity that you need?
Yeah, I feel like, okay, if I'm doing the 120,000 from Purium, that doesn't include regenerative health, then I might need to up the number. But yeah.
Let's up it. What?
200,000.
Okay.
I don't know, that's crazy, but yes.
No, that's so doable, I'm telling you. And that's by doing what you want to do in the world. Okay. Women, people, everyone should be well compensated for their work in the world. And that includes time freedom. So that's doing this on part-time hours.
Mm-hmm.
So we maybe put that on there too. Maybe what would be your ideal, like working 15 to 20 hours a week?
Yeah.
We're working 4 days a week. Okay. Okay. So black diamond, and helping 5 people hit diamond, which is really rewarding too, because you're helping 5 families create an additional income of like $32,000 a year. Again, very part-time hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So go ahead and stand up. And close your eyes. And take a big step forward. Okay, it is June 20th, 2023, and a year from now. It is 8 a.m. You are easily and fluidly black diamond. You've helped at least 5 families create diamond income. You're working on part-time hours, and your regenerative health business is flourishing. You are making at least $200,000 a year. Can you tell me how that feels in your body?
So satisfying. I also feel just a sense of calm and peace, and knowing that, I'm also able to retire my boyfriend from his 40 hours of working a week, manual labor, into doing what he wants to do. So I just feel so honored and grateful.
That was beautiful. What other sensations are happening in your body?
I just feel lighter, but I also feel this like energetic buzz.
And who have you become now that you are this boss? You're making the $200,000 a year, doing what you love in the world and helping other people to transform their health and their finances and their freedom. How do you feel? And who have you become?
I've become an even bigger resource than I can imagine for myself right now. I mean, in order to get that, I have full confidence in myself and my life. And I feel so fulfilled that I don't even know how many people's health's getting transformed and not being so dependent on pharmaceuticals and everything else. I can almost like see all of these like medications just being like dumped out and not like just disappearing, and the world feels lighter.
Wow. Ooh, I got chills. Let me just write this down. Beautiful. And who else have you become?
Successful and just really well versed in my own nature, because it took me all of, like we were talking about before, detoxification, healing to get to where I am. And I can feel that, and I can feel all the hard work, and I know that it's worth it. And so every cell in my body just really feels the exact same way that my mind can like fathom.
Mm. And what is that feeling?
Peace,
Mm. Wow. That's profound.
success, like all of it.
Sorry, what was that? Peace and what?
Success, and just I feel really grateful because it's not just me that got me here, you know, it's tons of other people. And I just feel so grateful for the opportunities in my life that have brought me to this point of making a substantial amount of money and being able to move forward.
Mm. Mm-hmm. And who else have you impacted?
I'm not sure at this time that I actually know all the people, which is an amazing feeling. But I have impacted, you know, my family for sure, and my relationship, and you know, our future offsprings. They better be strong as hell because we're both doing the work. And it's just feels like there's no end. Like I don't even really know who and how and what this network will create in the future.
Mm. And how have you impacted the Diamond families that you've supported?
Given them time freedom so that they can be together as family, and maybe less dependence on, you know, mom or dad going to a physical job and working in a physical location, spending more time together, more quality time, and also just impacting the health of them so that these kiddos aren't brought up in a way where they're going to be dependent on pharmaceuticals, and just strengthening everybody as a system emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially. It feels so satisfying.
Mm-hmm. I got big chills again. Is there anything else that you want to add in there, Haley?
I've noticed that I'm able to do more with ease and get less stressed. And it's fun and it's exciting. And there's less planning and preparation. Everything just feels effortless.
Ooh. That's a big one. What else?
That's it for right now. I'm ready. I accept it, and it feels so good having the options to just live my life instead of, I can't leave this weekend because gas prices are so high. I can go and live anywhere, and that is like kind of big on my next steps in life, is to move. And so this idea of moving somewhere, it's way more obtainable, and it's there. And those options are in front of me and I can see them.
I got chills again. All right. Woo, it is so. So thank you so much, Haley. That was powerful and beautiful. How do you feel?
I feel really good. I feel good. I feel excited more than anything.
Yes, I love it. So you have just given yourself the roadmap, the blueprint, of how to get there. So those feelings, those emotions, those ways that you're identifying with yourself, if you can embody this on a daily basis, you're going to get there so quickly. So that's all it takes, along with work, but we know that. So I'm going to have you write these down, and we might just go a couple minutes over. So if we hop, I understand. But Haley, go ahead and write this down, and any words that resonate with everyone, write them down. So under purpose, why? Because again, this is a powerful blueprint that you've given us. So I feel so satisfied, a sense of calm and peace. And make sure to, feel those and embody those on a daily basis. I've retired my boyfriend from working manual labor. I feel so honored and grateful. I feel lighter and on an energetic buzz. I've become an even bigger resource for myself I have full confidence in myself and in my life. I'm helping so many people transform their lives. I see pharmaceuticals being dumped out. And no more reliance on them. I'm successful and well versed in my own nature. I can feel all the hard work I've done, and it's so worth it. Every cell in my body feels peace, success, and grateful. I want you to circle that. Tons of people have got me here, and I'm so grateful to all of them. I have impacted my family, my relationship, our offspring or children are strong as hell. There's no end to what we're creating. I've given families time freedom, more quality time with their families. I'm impacting their health so their kids aren't dependent on pharmaceuticals. Underline that for me. That feels like a really deep part of your why. It feels so satisfying. I noticed I'm able to do more with ease. I get less stressed. There's less planning and preparation. Everything feels effortless. To me, that sounds like mastery. I'm ready and I accept this. I can up and leave and live anywhere at any moment. I feel excited. That's another really big part of your why if you want to underline that. Okay. So, hi Shannon. So, okay, so that is like your purpose and why right now. And just for more inspiration, these are all things that you can speak to in your storytelling, in your social media. Like this is what you lead with as far as your business goes. Everything in here. That's your story, that's what you're creating, that's your values, that's what you care about. And then let's hop over to the MAP and just come up with 3 to 5 bullet points, stream of consciousness, staying with this gratitude in every cell of your being, this peace, this success, this impact that you're having on future generations, this less reliance on pharmaceutical companies. this freedom you've given your family, just stream of consciousness, 3 to 5 bullet points. He's helping 5 families to create more freedom. Okay. Do you feel like sharing?
Yeah, so I think my massive action at this point is somehow getting 25,000 followers on Instagram, or doing live person events like going to Fresno and networking, since the social media isn't really working for me at the moment, but going to Fresno and like networking. And that's for everyone, that's just where I grew up and kind of my huge vision why. There's tons of businesses there. I did a Google search the other day, like raw organic restaurants, and like the fact that organic is even a word being used there is kind of crazy. So I'm thinking about contacting all of them and doing like a health talk. And I literally could just repeat the same health talk at every single business I go to.
Yeah.
So that is, and I want to buy a one-way ticket, and my plan is to not leave until I feel like I have generated regenerative health clients underneath me, and also like people who are like interested in Purium products. And I want to put numbers in that, and I haven't figured out yet which numbers, but like not leaving until I get that. And then Pete and I have decided to just to reduce costs, because we are like I'll be honest, pretty broke. Growing our own vegetables, like I've finally started doing it. And so we're going to actually build this like tiered garden planter for the house with LED strip lights. And then the other day when we were like dreaming about that and the pyramid garden planter that we're going to build for our strawberries, we're like, why don't like next year we get a farmer's market booth and we can bring the greens and the stand there, and he can sell that. Like he can be like, hey, I custom make these. If you want them, come by our house and pick it up or whatever.
Yep.
And then I can have Purium, but also talk about regenerative health and like look at people's eyes in person. So that's something too we need to get on top of, because those booths do fill up. Yeah, we just have to get on top of it, and potentially doing it this year if they have one open up. And then put on, which intimidates me still, but put on like monthly in-person events where I could talk about health for 30 minutes or so. I don't know, it's still, that still actually really intimidates me, but I'm willing to entertain the idea because I wrote it down.
It's so fun. Nice. Okay, great. I want you to put these bullet points on your calendar, however long each of them will take. Designate the time. Like getting a booth set up at the farmer's market will take me an hour of calls. Book that hour in your calendar. So just designate each thing a time. And if it's like a weekly consistent thing or whatever, how much time you're going to be reaching out as far as partnerships to these companies and these organizations and these practitioners. And the key to business, you guys, is just who you surround yourself with. So it's really finding people that are already very successful and intimidate you, and overlaying this success and this confidence and this peace and this person that you've become, and translating that into those conversations. And showing up because you have so much that is valuable, and sharing that value, showing up with that confidence. Yeah. So definitely prospect up, we call it. Great. Well, thanks for taking the extra time today. I really appreciate everybody's shares and vulnerability today. And I think we have some epic roadmaps. I think we have some great tools for working through the blocks that come up for every single person. All of us, we're all human, but ways to move through it, to come back into alignment with our true selves, and then to align with our greater vision, and having the blueprint to do that. So, yay, love you all. Yep. If there's anything that anybody wants to share, takeaways, but thank you.
I don't have a takeaway, and I'm sorry that I wasn't here for the whole thing, but something that I got from your Tony Robbins this morning that I put on. He said, just stand like a superwoman or a superman, a superhero. Just stand up straight and tall, chest up, chin up. This is my part. But,
Yes.
you know, smile and
Yes.
just take it all in. Even if you're not smiling, be proud. You know, pride isn't always a sin. For 2 minutes. I'm going to try to do that every day. So I thought that was a pretty simple thing that we all could do easily. So I thought I would just share that one little thing that I gleaned today.
Thank you, Shannon. And again, write that down to put on your calendar, or 2-minute a day reminder. Stand tall. I can completely agree that has transformed my life entirely, from self-confidence to the people I meet to everything. Just your self-worth. Yeah. And your strength of your spine, that literally tones your spine, strengthens your nervous system. There's so many benefits. I love that. Thank you. Yay. Well, Carrie Drink Wine and I are going to be leading the Tuesday night Leslie Zan call, 6 p.m. Pacific. So come to that if you can. And yeah, I love these little intimate team meetups.
Thank you, Rita.
Yeah, thanks for sharing and going through that.
Yeah, thank you, Rita.
Yay, good to see you. Thank you all. Love y'all.
Thank you. It's 11:11.
Ooh, it is 11:11.
That was like mine on mine next year.
Good sign.
Yeah, awesome.
Thanks, Rita.
Thank you. Yeah, and I hope y'all got some fun things that you can take away to your own inspiration.